an elbow shot. Happy Monday to you, if such a thing exists. Hope you all are well. I don't care. Smoking my Brian Doran poker from 2021. Sad to see Brian stepping away from the YTPC for a bit, but I get it. Hot off the heels of the Richmond Pipe Show this past weekend. Had a fine time. Oh, Greg Tunnel. Greg Tunnel gave us a lighter. It's a very nice lighter. In my Brian Doran poker, I'm smoking this. Picked this up. Been wanting to try it. Briarworks Smokehouse. It's fantastic. Smells like barbecue when you open up the lid. So got up and headed up to Richmond, which is actually south of Richmond. They call it the Richmond Pipe Show because it's put on by the Conclave of Richmond Pipe Smokers, the pipe club up that way. It's actually in Colonial Heights, Virginia. But they do a great job. It was a great show. Shaky was there, hung out with Shaky. Out with Portsmouth Piper Mark, and Dave OBX was there for a bit, and Brad, and let's see who else, Pipeful, Andrew. Parsimonious was there. Will Bill was there. I also picked up a 10 of that new Pear Jensen Brothers in Arms. That's the one I think Doran gave a 10. He was right. Oh, today's September 15th. You're supposed to Ed, Armchair Piper. I think we're supposed to try to do smoke rings around the world today. I've tried. Yeah. I tried. So we go to the show, spent most of the day there on Saturday, and then Mark Portsmouth and I were rooming together at the hotel. I did survive my first ride in Mark's Subaru. Made it out alive. I did it. Touch and go there for a little bit. He didn't get all handsy. either in the Subaru or in the hotel room, so I was very grateful. Oh, Mark's a good guy. Look, a smoke ring. Dadgummit. Didn't even try and did one. Son of a muffin. After dinner, we all came back and went over to the hotel next door, which was a Marriott, and that's where a lot of the attendees were staying. So we sat out with Pipefool and Andrew and his wife and Mark and I and Brad and anyone else who wandered by, and we just sat around and smoked and talked crap about people. It's always a fun time. One of the people we talked crap about, actually two of the people we talked crap about were Onion and Charlie Knott. Now I've been trying for years to get Charlie Knott to do a video, but he's like 98 years old. I mean, he can't even hardly see his dadgum phone. And then Onion's only 2 hours away. If you saw his video yesterday, he got some kind of sob story about how some faucet in his kitchen was leaking or something, and had to, call a plumber for a leaky faucet, and he couldn't afford to go to the pipe show. Couldn't afford a hotel. You didn't have to get a hotel. You're only 2 hours away. Dadgummit. No, I can't make it. Smoke onion rings around the world. That's what we need to do. Smoke onion rings. Onions don't make me cry. I make onions cry. He talks about how him and Charlie Knott will talk on the phone occasionally. I can only imagine how their conversations go on the phone, because they're both old and mostly deaf. So the whole conversation is going to be, huh? What'd you say? Uh-huh. What? Repeat that? I don't know. Yeah, me too. Dadgum old people. He'll show up one day. Somebody have to wheel him in a wheelchair. I hope, I don't hope. Hopefully he'll show up one day. Make that long 2-hour drive. Yeah, I have to get somebody to drive him, because by the time he shows up, they will have suspended his driver's license for being too old to drive. Maybe we can get him and Charlie Knott on a bus from the old folks' home or something. Maybe they'll drive him over there. Of course, he always, the pipe show ends at 4 o'clock, and he'll have to leave before that because he eats dinner at like 5:15. Once again, today's air conditioning is brought to you by the fine people over at Dr. Clifton Higgins DDS. Still sounds better than a drill in your teeth. One table over there this weekend, I won't mention who, because they're not. It's a good shop, but they had tons of old. Of course, just about all McClellan's now is old. But they had a bunch of Christmas cheer and a bunch of 40th anniversary and some Frog Morton Cellar and whew, can't afford that stuff anymore. Yeah, but I had texted Onion 2 weeks ago and said, the pipe show's in 2 weeks. You ought to just come. Not that far away from you. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about I might try to come this time. And then 2 days before, no, I ain't gonna make it. I'm too sad about my leaky faucet. Might have to call the plumber. You got children, get them, come over to the house and sit there with the plumber. You come over to the pipe show, dadgummit. Then I invited him to the Christmas party this year. We'll see what happens. See if he'll drive 3 hours to the Christmas party, but he won't drive 2 hours to the daggum pipe show. Whatever. Daggum old people. You and Charlie and I just sit on the phone for 2 hours not being able to hear each other. What? Put your hearing aid in. I don't drink Kool-Aid then. What flavor you like? Blue? So yeah, we talk crap about him. And Charlie not. And I don't know who all, lost count. But it was fun. If you haven't been to a pipe show, you should go. Don't try to use a leaky faucet as an excuse. I'm just kidding, Onion. You know I love you. You're one of my favorite people at your whole house, even though I ain't never been there. Anyway. You folks be well. Be humble. Be grateful for all that you have. I'll see you again soon. Huh? What'd you say?